guys that don't necessarily live down here but love watching saltwater videos. It covers guys and gals that are watching up in, you know, they just have a freshwater lake. So I'm giving away a huge amount of bass fishing stuff. I mean, I got chatterbaits here, jigs, spinner baits, and tons of soft plastics, bunch of hard baits, and a bunch of hooks, especially laser trocar hooks, tungsten weights. I mean, I got a bunch of stuff. To enter this giveaway, pay attention right here. If you're gonna pay attention to anything in the video, pay attention right here. To enter this giveaway, 2 categories. If you've already subscribed, all you gotta do is like this video and comment, enter me. If you don't have a comment, enter me, you're not gonna be entered. But comment, enter me. If you haven't subscribed already, you have to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and then comment, enter me. The most important part is subscribing and commenting down below on this video, enter me. And that's it. Now, when my channel, if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000. I mean, I know I'm asking a lot, but this is a lot of stuff I'm giving away. A lot of money's worth of stuff too. I'm asking a lot, but 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna go through, like I did in my other video, do a random pick and choose a winner. So let's go through and look at some of these lures. So I have a bunch of chatterbaits. Okay, if you bass fish, you know the chatterbait is some of the best vibrating swim jigs out there. And these are mostly Z-Man. I do have a Strike King Thunder Cricket, which is one of my favorite ones. Got a bunch of Z-Mans, have a bunch of swim jigs, so some finesse jigs, like this beautiful peanut butter finesse jig, and a bunch of swim jigs, Strike King swim jigs, dirty jig swim jigs. Got a couple spinner baits, some War Eagle spinner bait, some old vintage spinner baits, some Kitech bluegill flash, this 4.8 inch. Little drop shot bait, the Sexy Impact by Kitech. I have some Easy Shiner by Kitech, the 4-inch paddle tails, some DOA flukes, pretty much, some tiny flukes by Zoom. These are great for drop shotting or Ned rigging. I have some Z-Crawls in the white pearl. Have a little bit, some of these have been opened and used, okay, not all of them are brand new. These are some leftover flukes in the Super Fluke Juniors by Zoom. Some Kitech Noisy Flapper. These things are awesome over pads, over thick grass. Also, excuse the noise, they are doing still more Hurricane Sally cleanup and rebuild, but these are awesome for throwing over heavy vegetation, just rigged up just like that. And don't worry, those hooks are in that box. Have some big bite baits, pretty much they're trick sticks, so it's like a Cinco. Some extra little 4-inch baby Cincos here. Have some net bait salt licks. These are great. I love these, and the smell just gets me every time too. And then some net bait pocket craws, which are great for pairing up with some of these jigs. And then I'm gonna go over it. Now, you are gonna get both of these Bass Mafia boxes, which I mean, these things are like $30 a piece right here. $30 a piece, and they're waterproof. They have a gasket around them. And I just love them. You don't have to worry about your stuff moving, especially your hooks and your weights. You don't have to worry about them moving. And these pieces coming out very easily. So, boom. But let's move on to the hard baits. I do have a frog. I think this one is a Spro frog, bronze eye frog. Awesome for throwing in the summer. Have some Strike King Sexy Topwaters. Strike King Sexy Shad Topwaters. Man, I've caught a lot of bass on this lure. Have some brand new Yazuri poppers, which these, man, if you've never thrown a popper, y'all need to get in throwing a popper. They're so versatile baits, really versatile. And the colors on these are just amazing. You can use these in saltwater too. These are all rated for saltwater, those Yazuri lures. Have some Strike King jerk baits. Have 2 of the bluegill color. Caught a lot of bass on these. Smallmouth love them too. I have some Academy lures. These are a mix of like Academy, like H2O Express, Strike King, random mix of some square bill crankbaits and shallow diving crankbaits. Different depth ranges, all the way from 1 foot to pretty much 6 feet. Which you can use these in saltwater. These are awesome for throwing up in creek mouths and around grass edges and stuff. Have some more deep diving crankbaits. Some more deep diving crankbaits. This one is another shallow diver. I've done real well, man. I've caught so many fish on this one lure right here. It is a H2O Express, but I've never had any issues with the hooks or the split rings, so it runs fairly true. And this is a great pond bait or clear water bait, and it looks just like a bluegill. And then I have some more Fire Tiger Crawl deep diving Strike Kings. This is another dirty water, throw around logs and brush, stuff like that in dirty water, especially in the springtime when so that floods come through in the summer and spring and water gets dirty. And then I have another Strike King Gizzard Shad deep diving crankbait. So that's what's in this box. You're gonna get that whole box. Now we're gonna move on to this box. Now it's kind of hard to show, but there is a bunch of hooks in here and tungsten weights. These are all laser trocar hooks. Okay, these are some flipping hooks mixed together with some worm hooks. I have some shaky head jig heads. Have some more small little bitty finesse style wide gap worm hooks. I have some of my favorite things. These are the Owner CPS swim bait hooks. If you're looking for a swim bait hook to throw, especially throwing like Kitex or paddle tails and stuff like that, this is the absolute best hook that I use, and I've caught tons of bass on. I mean, I've caught my personal best bass on these, which is 7.56 and 8-pound bass, both of my PBs on this right here. So this is an Owner 1/8 ounce. I think it's a 3/0 or a 4/0 CPS swim bait hook, and you're going to get these. Going to get a bunch of bobber stops, which I love these things, especially for flipping the little Z crawls or even a Cinco. Go flip a Cinco. All right, now there are some tungsten in here, not a whole lot, but if you've ever fished with tungsten, you know that the sensitivity in tungsten and the weight to size ratio is awesome compared to lead. And I think these are some, I want to say maybe 1/2 ounce tungsten, maybe 3/8 ounce tungsten bullet weights. And then these might be the 3/4 ounce tungsten bullet weights, or even the 1 ounce. So you're going to have those tungsten in there. And then last but not least, well, not last but not least, and then I have a mixed variety of some drop shot weights, which there's still some more in there. It's just trying to pull it out, it's kind of hard. And then a random bag of a bunch of flukes, swim baits. Their package got ruined, so, but the baits are still good. They still have a bunch of scent on them. This is a pretty hefty bag too. To enter this video, you do have to live in continental United States. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then comment down below. You have to comment down below, enter me, okay? Feel free to share it or whatever too, but once we reach 1,000 subscribers, okay, once we hit that 1,000 mark, it's too easy. I'm gonna send all this off to one lucky subscriber. So let's do it, but pardon that noise. Like I said, they're doing a bunch of cleanup and stuff, so I'm gonna make this ending quick. But thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I wanna thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us, and we'll see you later.